Hi there, my little innovators. Grandpapa is here, and I've got a story that's going to make your imagination soar higher than a bird in the sky. So, get ready, and let me tell you about two brothers who dreamed the biggest dream of all, a dream to fly. This is a story about curiosity, courage, and never giving up, even when things don't go as planned. Are you ready? Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a small, cozy town nestled between rolling hills and wide open skies, there lived two brothers named Wilbur and Orville. They were curious, adventurous, and full of big dreams. Even as little boys, they loved to lie on the soft green grass in their backyard, gazing up at the endless blue sky. They would watch the birds swoop, glide, and soar with such grace that it made their hearts race with wonder. What would it feel like to fly like that? Wilbur would ask, his eyes wide with imagination. What if we could dance with the clouds and touch the stars? Orville would reply, his voice filled with excitement. The brothers were inseparable. Every day after their chores, they would run outside to play, collecting bits of wood, scraps of fabric, and anything else they could find. They pretended they were inventors, building a secret flying machine that would one day take them high into the sky. They even folded paper airplanes and launched them into the gentle breeze, cheering as they soared through the air. But what made their games truly magical was the feeling that the birds were watching them, whispering secrets in the rustle of the wind. On warm summer nights, when the stars twinkled like tiny diamonds scattered across the sky, Wilbur and Orville would sit by their bedroom window, dreaming big dreams. They imagined that the moon and the wind were their friends, sharing hints and clues about how to lift off the ground and glide like a bird. "Do you think the wind is trying to tell us something?" Orville would whisper. "I think it's teaching us how to fly," Wilbur would reply with a smile. As the brothers grew older, their playful experiments turned into something more serious. They became determined to unlock the secrets of flight. They spent hours studying birds, watching how they moved their wings, and how the wind carried them effortlessly through the air. They read every book they could find about nature, science, and mechanics. They even used tools from their bicycle shop to build clever contraptions that they hoped would one day take flight. But it wasn't always easy. Sometimes their homemade gliders would wobble, dip, and crash to the ground with a soft thump. Wilbur and Orville would dust themselves off, laugh and say, "Well, that didn't work, but we'll try again tomorrow." Each little failure was a lesson, and their endless curiosity pushed them to keep going. They knew that every great invention started with a lot of trial and error. One chilly December morning, the brothers packed up their latest creation and headed to a windy beach. The air was crisp, and the sand dunes stretched out like golden waves. They had spent months working on their flying machine, a marvelous contraption that looked a bit like a giant dragonfly made of wood, cloth, and a whole lot of hope. It had wings that stretched wide and a small wooden frame where the pilot could lie down and steer. With their hearts pounding like the beat of a drum, Wilbur and Orville prepared for their big moment. They knew this could be the day their dream came true. The wind whipped around them, cold and strong, as if it remembered the secret song of the birds and was ready to help them fly. Wilbur climbed into the machine, while Orville stood by, ready to give it a push. "Ready?" Orville called out, his voice trembling with excitement. "Ready!" Wilbur replied, gripping the controls tightly. With one brave push, the machine leaped off the ground. For a few shining moments, Wilbur felt as if he were flying with the stars. The airplane soared a little higher than the tall dunes, and even though it was only for a short time, that day changed everything. The brothers had done it. They had flown. When Wilbur landed safely back on the sand, Orville ran to him, laughing and cheering. "We did it! We really did it!" he exclaimed, his face glowing with joy. Wilbur grinned from ear to ear. "This is just the beginning," he said. "We're going to fly higher and farther than anyone ever has." And they did. Over the next few years, Wilbur and Orville worked tirelessly to improve their flying machine. They faced challenges and setbacks, but they never gave up. Their wild dream, sparked by the wonder of the birds and the magic of the wind, had become a reality. They became known as the Wright brothers, the first people to fly a powered airplane. Their story reminds us that with imagination, persistence, and a little bit of magic hidden in nature's whispers, even the wildest dreams can lift us off the ground and help us soar. So, the next time you see a bird gliding through the sky or feel the wind brush against your face, remember Wilbur and Orville, the people who wanted to fly, and let your own dreams take flight.